Hello, hello, hello. Just gotta make sure. Okay, that did unmute. Hi, Kian. Welcome back to Eden's Garden. We have 2 more streams of this. Because tonight we are doing the investigation. And then we'll be hopping into some Runeterra, because I'm assuming the investigation won't take the whole time. So we'll be doing some Runeterra after, which we'll leave next week to be the final thing, the trial and the aftermath. Probably a longer stream next week. So there's that. If you guys don't remember last time, well, y'all will know who dies, because we're gonna see it right away, because I ended right on the investigation. I forget it usually takes a moment to load. So, yeah. Hi, Neko. Bye, Neko. I'll let you know when we do Runeterra. Have fun lurking. Let me do what I did last time and look over the tablets first. How are we doing tonight? The victim is Wolfgang Akara, the ultimate lawyer. He was discovered in the boiler room on the underground floor. He was kneeling in the water and his upper body is slumped over the concrete platform. Estimated time of death is approximately 9:35 a.m., which is probably what caused our blackout. Still pissed me off seeing everything except cause of death listed, even though we could probably have some guesses. Especially when I knew the reason why. Guess you got too many penalties, lol. LOL. I guess. The cause of death, well, when we investigated the dummy's murder, the tablet explicitly said she died from blood loss. But this tablet doesn't list Wolfgang's cause of death anywhere. Oh, of course. Saying otherwise would make things too easy. The tablet's information has been divulged in such a way that both the killer and the spotless have an equal chance of success. Tozu's definitely compensating for the killer, probably because they failed to hide their own tracks. And withdrawing information might be his way of balancing the odds. Bullshit rules.
Lose.
Who says who's to say they won't be abused? Regardless, Wolfgang's cause of death should be treated as the crux of this mystery. If I can figure out how he died, then everything else should fall into place. Tozu Tablet 2 has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your Tozu Trinket. Alas, poor Wolfgang, guiding light of the Ultimate students, snuffed out in an instant. No use crying over it, though. There's a mystery to be solved. Like any true investigation, important evidence won't always be visible at first glance. Should you ever find yourself stuck, press F3 to view the game's controls. By the way, any truth bullets you obtain will be logged by your Tozu Trinket, which can be accessed anytime by pressing F1. In case you needed the reminder. That's all from me. Bye-bye! Alright, so, there's Wolfgang. I believe that brings that up. Observation mode. So remember, everything yellow is stuff we need to look at. And blue means it's good. You can wash around. So first thing I'm noticing is this right here. It looks like an electrocution. That's what I'm seeing. We do that to get rid of the annoying pings. It does look like it's electrocution. It could be... I mean, he's foaming at the mouth, too. I'll inspect the rest of the scene first before I... Okay. So what I'm seeing is it's either like electrocution or like it could be poisoned. Because we did have that pharmacy. But we have this to start with. There was blood speckled across the floor. I didn't notice it at first due to the room's restricted lighting. But now, after my eyes had time to adjust, it couldn't be more obvious.
I see.
Looks like it passes into the hallway too. Interesting. Now the question is that the killer's blood or is that his? I had completely missed these during the blackout. Speaking of, after the body discovery announcement, everyone barged into the boiler room through this door. Yet these blood spots don't look smudged. Guessing they were already dry by the time any of us got here, in which case... Would this be Wolfgang's blood? Okay, so either it's the killer's blood, and they were here when his death was caused, and it was like a fight. So that's option one. Option two is the fact that, Wolfgang, as I just previously said, was poisoned, and he was coughing up blood. That would give it the most amount of time to dry if it's his. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. There was this cord back here. Oh, meant to hit the cord. Half the generator's internals had melted away, and what still remains was almost completely singed. Yeah, this was definitely the cause of the power outage. What could have melted the wires, though? Looks like a bomb had gone off in there.
That's...
Now that I think about it, during the game tournament, a power circuit, short circuit. Taking a deep breath, I steadied my grip on the controller and pushed both joysticks as hard as I could. Kaboom. So one of the controllers maybe were rigged? Huh? So if that's the case, then it's one of the people who were helping set up the tournament, which leaves Chet, the gamer girl, Mark, and Ava. All of a sudden, the world around me turned pitch black. There had been a loud boom right before the blackout happened. Some sort of firework going off, or someone firing a gun.
That's...
Did I overhear the sound of the generator being destroyed? Okay, so maybe it wasn't the controllers. We'll see. Nothing else near the dining hall could have made that kind of noise, I don't think. Generator has been added. If my assumption is correct, the generator would have been destroyed about around the same time the murder was committed. That's suspicious as hell. There's no way the two events aren't connected. But I'm also working purely off my memory of the boom. To be absolutely sure, I need to know when exactly the blackout occurred. Is there any way for me to find that out? Cord. Huh? There's a cord in the water. Judging by the length, I think it's an extension cord. But what the hell happened to the other end of it? There's no internal plug, just a frayed tip lined with a black substance. Interesting. The cord been burnt? Didn't see this cord in the boiler room earlier, so it probably came from someplace else. One of the storage rooms, maybe. It wasn't always in this condition, that's for sure. All the items we've been provided so far, light bulbs, speakers, a fridge, they've worked perfectly well. So what happened to this cord? Why was it even in the water? Let's get the shrapnel next. Chunks of something red were floating near the generator. It almost looked like metal, or maybe plastic. Were these originally part of the generator? Colors and the materials don't seem to match, though. Shrapnel had been added to the truth bullet section of your Tozu trinkets. Okay. Taser. Because this is the interesting thing. I'm trying to figure out why this is here. Ah, a taser gun. Pretty random thing to be lying around a crime scene. Definitely wasn't in the boiler room prior to the murder either. Did that mean the taser gun was involved in the murder? On closer inspection, nothing about the gun looked particularly strange. Had it even been used? I'm pretty sure taser guns dispense some kind of wire when fired. Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's there. Because usually there's a piece at the end of the taser. Nearby were some yellow pieces of plastic on the floor. They're in the same shade of yellow. Okay. They were the same shade of yellow as the taser gun. Had these originally been attached to it? Oh, so did someone bring this here and use the taser's wires for something? I can't tell where they would fit on the gun, though. At the end. Never mind. What's the point in making guesses when I can just get him to confirm? After all, someone who's a pro at wielding guns should know them better than anyone else. Taser gun has been added. Okay, let's start talking to people.
Hello?
Winona, you're still here.
Seriously?
Is there a problem with that? Or does she need to frame everything I say into the worst light? I'm prepared to hold a one-on-one session with Ulysses. I was consulting him about something important before we were interrupted by the announcement. Is that what you were doing before the blackout?
Huh?
Repeat that.
It's simple.
The blackout. Were you still with Ulysses when it happened?
Come on.
Not speaking any sense. There was no power outage. Interesting. Huh? She can't be serious. Blackout affected the entire building. Unless...
Anyways.
Let me rephrase. Where were you when the murder happened?
Sheesh.
Where were you? I Cassidy's game tournament in the dining hall.
Oh, really?
Really? Not what I expected.
Let me see.
Ulysses and I spent the morning by the large tree. We stayed there up to and including the time of Wolfgang's murder. So, most likely, the blackout only happened in the building we're currently in. Sound like she had an alibi then. As for the location she mentioned, I assumed this entire building complex connected to the one generator. But it made more sense for that tree area to have its own separate system. Hence why it didn't lose power. What about the courtyard, though? Was anyone there at the time of the blackout? Blackout has been added. Talk to Ulysses.
Terrible.
The generator there is partially submerged in the water. I think it would be wise to stay on this platform. See, worried about the water being electrified. If I managed to stand in it way back when, I don't see why now would be any different. Then again, the generator wasn't damaged last time.
Damn.
Yep, since Wolfgang is kneeling in the water, we should avoid touching it.
No.
You don't know for sure if the water's unsafe. Huh?
Listen to me.
Before you start making conclusions, you should experiment first. Saying that, Ava walked over to the pile of boxes and pulled out a light bulb. Oh, I see what you're doing. Sure enough, Ava went straight to the edge of the platform and threw the light bulb into the water.
Look.
See? It's not lighting up. That means the water is safe.
Well,
I see. Then, I suppose it's safe to inspect Wolfgang.
Okay.
Are you going to? I think I can gather the stuff from before instead. Now isn't the time to be listening to your nerves.
Aye.
Oi, take a whiff of the air. And there's something off about it. I followed his instructions and sniffed the air.
That...
Smells like burnt rubber.
That ain't it.
Because of the busted generator, yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. There is another scent, a real bitter one. You might actually be onto something. It's almost like cereal and rubbing alcohol?
Bad news.
Indeed, I'm suspecting a mighty chemical reaction at work.
Eh?
I've had my fair share of travels across the sea. I'm no stranger to foul play. There's no such worse than one of disastrous combustion.
It is how it is.
This is. I got no idea where it's coming from. Really, the smell is supposedly that of a chemical reaction. Where else could it be coming from besides the busted generator? Unless Sean's conclusion about the smell is wrong? I wouldn't put it past him. That smell had been added to the truth bullets. Definitely interesting, though. If it's a chemical reaction, we've got some. We have some. Ava's going to have some explaining to do, considering she's gone on mentioned to us during, I believe, a free time event about how she's not only a math person but was also a literature and science prodigy as well. But as we're ultimate, we'll have to keep that in mind. Aren't you going to investigate Wolfgang? Me?
Yeah.
Who else? Back when we mistook that dummy for a body, you poked it pretty nonchalantly.
Hang on.
That's different. Never thought it was real.
I see.
Now that we were finally advancing in the investigation, her cool composure had all but vanished. Typically, I guess, she could only keep up the act for so long. What else is there? from him.
Hi.
Why did you move over here?
Uh,
Well, it's
the struggle.
it's highly important we investigate anything and everything we can. That's why I moved here, to investigate. More like he didn't want to be near Wolfgang's body. What was the first of the investigation? Something other than fear approached on Ulysses' face. It was curiosity.
Eh?
What is it? Look at the floor in front of the door.
That's...
This? Yes.
Seriously?
This is just a small piece of scrap metal. It's a bobby pin.
Do you think?
Even so far of the crime scene, it necessitates documentation.
That's not important.
Seriously? Something this small means nothing. Could have come from the generator or the pipes above us. Ingrid could have been carrying it for all we know. This guy. So there's so much here he could actually document, and instead he focused on some flimsy piece of metal. All the more reason to rely on myself. Metal has been added. What else is there to investigate? Investigate. The pipes behind him? Oh. There's a knife. A knife? Why was a knife floating in the water? How is a knife floating in the water is what I want to know. On the blade and into the surrounding water, I could make something out. So this blood is red, but the blood on the floor is pink. Huh. Is there a homunculus here? The unmistakable color of blood. There's no doubt about it. The knife must have something to do with the murder. Why the knife was here, not actually on the platform, I had no idea. Knife has been added. Alright. Feels like I've given the boiler room a good rundown. Which means the body. Just yesterday, Wolfgang was talking with us, eating breakfast with us. And now, he's dead. Who had the resolve to commit such a needlessly brutal murder? To go so far as to mangle his body. That ain't mangled. Personally, I would say that's just killed. I couldn't unpack it. I didn't know how to. That wasn't just some dummy I had to investigate. This was a real person. Was so far out of my expertise, let alone my comfort zone.
Hello.
You want to inspect him? Ah! Holy crap, did she really have to scare me like that? Yeah, I do want to inspect him. It's just the idea of getting close to him.
Where?
I'll investigate with you. It'll be easier for both of us that way. Among us? Wait, homunculus. They say there's an imposter among us. I mean, there's pink blood on the ground, but the knife has red blood. So either that's continuity error, or the game also has inspiration from Raincode. I'm going to go with the continuity error, but the homunculus joke is there. And it's also a Dangan game. There's always a traitor. They just haven't mentioned it yet. So, who knows? Maybe there is an imposter among us. Right.
Right.
Here's the body. Wolfgang laid completely still, his face frozen in a look of horror. His once bright eyes were shrouded in darkness, and his mouth was open, as if he'd been killed mid-scream. So it could be electrocution. If anything, that's most likely at the current state and time. Ava's expression said it all. Wolfgang did everything in his power to make us outcasts, make the worst of us. At times, I even hated him for it. But this brought no relief to either of us. Wolfgang, what happened in his final moments that left him so terrified? Was it the realization he was about to die? Mulling over the what-ifs won't bring me any closer to solving Wolfgang's murder. Right now, my focus should be on to find evidence. And that begins by investigating his body. What I am noticing is his face. There didn't seem to be any strange markings on Wolfgang's face. However, along the back of his neck was a massive bruise, you say? Interesting. What would cause a bruise like that is what I want to know. That looks like a really bad injury. Almost his entire neck is discolored. So as if he hit it? Like, smacked against something?
Damn.
Right. How did he get this on the back of his neck? Nothing around us seems to have left it. This might sound morbid, but what if it's a sign of his body decomposing?
That's...
Can a body really decompose this fast? It could, or it could not. It probably depends on the environment. As in the temperature.
Correct.
Oh, so someone might have tried to get rid of his body while killing him. Yikes. Cold places are generally better at preserving things than warm, humid areas like this boiler room.
Thinking.
Now, like dairy products. That's a good comparison. Tone-deaf one, but sure. Wolfgang didn't have this bruise yesterday at the very least. If he did, it would have been super noticeable.
Fair.
Yeah, true. Turning my attention back to Wolfgang, caught something else on his body. Near the mark on his neck, but not directly overlapping it. A red dot. Oh? Is that a beauty mark? Doesn't look like it. Skin around the dot seems to be inflamed. It reminds me of a popped pimple. Sort of wound you could easily inflict on yourself.
So...
And you don't think this is related to the murder. Her saying that makes me think it is related to the murder. It might not be, but...
There must be something.
Judging by the lack of scabbing, this was inflicted pretty recently. So you may as well keep it in mind. I wonder if it's like a chemical reaction. Let's check his hands. But the way Wolfgang was slumped over the platform, it almost looked like he's falling on top of it. Yep, for sure.
Focus.
Let me see if his palms are scratched. As I knelt down to take a closer look.
Huh?
Trickling out from under the cuff of Wolfgang's sleeve and onto the rest of his hand. A strange injury that looked a lot like a tree sapling. Is this a burn mark? Interesting. When I looked at Wolfgang's other hand, I saw the same thing. Markings that seemed to extend it down the arm.
The hell?
Ava, look at this.
Hello.
Let me see. Yeah, burn marks. That's really horrible. They look like gross little veins. What inflicted them?
That...
There's a taser a little ways off from where we were standing, but I couldn't find anything to indicate it's been fired. So the only other thing I can think of is the generator.
Is that really true?
Why the generator?
I know.
The thing had clearly been destroyed by something. Maybe Wolfgang got caught in that something, and that's how he died.
Not sure.
Not sure. Generator seemed too far away from where Wolfgang is lying to cause burns like these.
Look at this.
Plus, the room's water isn't conductive, so electricity couldn't have traveled through it.
Right.
You're right. Anything able to melt the generator's wires would have burnt his suit to a crisp, too. Exactly.
Thinking.
I think Wolfgang received these burns outside the boiler room. Just nothing here that could leave these markings. As for the actual place he got burned, so we'll have to try and find it ourselves. As, if such a place even exists. Though it's possible the generator may have been involved in the murder. Seemed unlikely that Wolfgang made a detour for the boiler room after being severely burnt. After all, burns like his would definitely paralyze someone. Burn marks had been added to the truth bullets. As Wolfgang's palms, they didn't have any markings on them. Still, must have fallen somehow. Why else would he be laying on the platform? Wolfgang's suit was completely crumpled, a far cry from his once clean appearance. Water seeped into the pants, completely ruining the fabric.
Eh?
Huh? As I leaned in close, I spotted a folded piece of paper sticking out from his back pocket. Oh? Though it was soaked, it wasn't completely destroyed.
Damn.
Really don't want to touch him, but... My thumb and index finger, I snatched the paper out of his pocket, taking care not to brush my hand against his body. I gingerly folded open the paper, aware that some of the weather spots could fall apart immediately. I found a message written inside. That's some very ugly handwriting. You recognize it.
No.
A lot of the text is unreadable. Whoever wrote this probably used a low-quality pen. Although, at the bottom of the page, fragments of a message were still visible. Secret, 8:15 a.m. Boiler room. Close the door. Oh, God. So, if he's been in here since 8:15, there is a chance it was a slow, painful death. And the sounds from the party were drowning out his screams and all that. Doesn't this read a lot like a command? Seems like someone wanted to arrange a private meeting with him here.
I see.
That's someone be the culprit.
Not sure.
8:15 a.m., that's a long time before the time of death, though. Maybe there was a struggle, or maybe Wolfgang arrived late.
There must be something.
Either way, this message is definitely a valuable clue in our only insight into Wolfgang's movements before his death.
Well?
Now I really want to know where everyone was at that time. I woke up at 8:30 a.m. this morning, so I was asleep when this meeting was scheduled to happen. It's only 35 minutes before the tournament. Cassidy, Jet, Mark, and I would have already been in the dining hall.
Right.
Right, setting up equipment.
That's...
As for the other students, directly asking them where they were at 8:15 a.m. might be risky.
Where?
As they would wonder where we got that time from. Exactly. I'd prefer to keep this note between the two of us. At least, for now. Suspicious note has been added. Anyway, this thing about secret, what do you think that means?
Gah.
Well, I'm really sure it could be referring to anything. Could be someone pretending to have his message, considering we never contacted him about it. He could have been desperate to figure out what his note was. Anything, huh? You know what it means.
I know.
I have an idea. The author of this letter might be talking about Wolfgang's blackmail.
Huh.
If they claimed to have it, they could have baited him here without much issue. After all, Wolfgang asked us to meet with the person whose blackmail we had.
Strange.
A derelict boiler room is a pretty ominous place to meet someone, though. Would have been Wolfgang's first time here, too, assuming he didn't explore this more beforehand.
What could it be?
Either he didn't see the super obvious danger in meeting here alone, or he did realize and just didn't care.
Right.
Right. Does that change anything about what I said? Well, duh. Wolfgang knew the warning signs. His reason for coming here may have less to do with integrity.
You see?
And more to do with desperation. Right.
Huh?
Desperation. To know the details of his blackmail.
I see.
Would stand to reason. If only Wolfgang had hidden this note somewhere safe instead of bringing it here. Would have been valuable evidence. I doubt he could have envisioned something like this happening. He was never really on his guard during the killer gang, except around you and me, I guess. Body specifically, okay. Now that I think about it, the place where Wolfgang laid was odd. What were the chances he would end up here between the only opening of the fence? The one spot where he could kneel over like this. That is definitely something to think about. Was it possible he'd been trying to climb onto the platform before he died? It's strange why he didn't use the stairs, though, and even stranger that he was even in the water. Seems to be everything I could gather.
Hello.
Hey, Damon. Since we've inspected the boiler room, we should find the students who left and ask them for their testimonies.
Right.
Right. You went upstairs to investigate Wolfgang's storm, right? Yes, because what I said earlier. The victims' last known whereabouts are the best place to search for clues.
Okay.
Alright. Let's see what they've been up to. Apart from collecting testimonies, there were two other matters on my mind. 1. Getting Desmond to inspect the taser gun. And 2. Pinpointing exactly when the blackout occurred, in case it happened at the time of the murder. Ugh. Walked over to the boiler room door, which had been left slightly ajar. As I began to pull it the rest of the way open, I noticed it. There's a lock. The doorknob. Something about it looked different. Hey, Ava. The doorknob. I think it's been flipped. Really? Flipped? Are you sure? Take a look for yourself. First time we woke up here, I'm pretty sure this lock was on the inside, not on the outside. So it was locked from the inside. So it was made to trap someone in here. Not the outside.
Is that really true?
How would someone be able to flip a doorknob, though?
That's...
By unscrewing it, probably? Okay. Why didn't you say something earlier?
Huh?
What do you mean? This is the first time I've noticed it.
Is that really true?
Really? You didn't notice it back when you entered the boiler room with Kai? No, not even then. Might have been because of the darkness or my own nerves. But back then I wasn't paying attention to the small details like the doorknob. All I wanted to do was enter the boiler room.
Anyways.
I know that makes me sound stupid.
Listen to me.
It's okay. I mean, I probably wouldn't have noticed the doorknob had I been there. But that's besides the point. Alright. Anyway, this discovery paints an interesting picture. Its lock was now accessible from the hallway. You could technically lock the boiler room shut without ever stepping foot in it. And that if you wanted to lock someone inside the boiler room, all you have to do is lure them in and close the door behind them. Which would explain the bobby pin. Try lockpick it.
Moving on.
Come on, we need to collect people's testimonies before the investigation ends. Right, let's go. Yes. Yes. Let's go get some testimonies. As a million questions rattled away in my mind, I followed Ava out of the boiler room. Actually, Ava, before we go upstairs, it's probably worth checking out the storage closets first. Why?
I know.
I found something in the boiler room that might be related to them. Judging by the length, I think it's an extension cord. Yep. And what at the other end was burned. Didn't find it here earlier, so it was probably in one of the storage rooms. That extension cord, we should confirm if it did indeed come from a storage closet. Okay.
However,
But first, I want to talk to Cassidy.
Come again?
Want to talk to her? Yes, I want to talk to her. Is that bad? She wasn't much help last investigation.
well,
Well, any help is better than no help.
Fair.
Alright, I'll talk to Cassidy first and then I'll investigate the storage closets on this floor. Some more blood. There's dried blood on the floor. For some reason it seems to pull right around this particular spot. Dried blood, like in the boiler room.
Eh?
You notice the blood in there.
correct.
I noticed you noticing it.
I see.
So,
So you think left all this blood behind?
Focus.
Well, it can't be Wolfgang, can it? Considering the sort of injuries he sustained. Wouldn't make any sense for him to have spilt a lot of blood, unless he was coughing it up.
There must be something.
Means the only possibility we're left with is
what could it be?
blood belongs to somebody else. Yeah, exactly. If I didn't notice blood here, would you have pointed it out to me?
Eh?
I would have pointed it out to you if the roles were reversed. That way you'd know not to step on it.
Right.
Sure, I'd point it out.
Thanks.
Cassidy was pacing around the hallway with a finger on her chin, seemingly doing nothing.
Yo!
Oh, hey guys. Sorry for not noticing you sooner. I was performing a super sweep down of this here hallway. That's a lot of words for wandering around aimlessly.
Listen to me.
Can you put your sweep down on hold? I have a really important question.
Okay.
Let's hear it. Just don't drag it on too long, okay? Let's finish my sweep down before time's up.
You see?
Do you remember who attended the tournament?
Hmm.
Game tournament, huh? Everyone who was slated to join kept their word, so we had a full house.
What about...
There were 8 people in total. Jet, Mark, Grace, Sean, Kai, and the 3 of us.
Huh?
Something on your mind? Well, since the murder happened in the boiler room,
Well,
that means everyone in the dining hall has an alibi.
Ooh!
That's a good point. Didn't even think of that. She's totally right. Also, since we split into pairs while investigating those rooms down the hall, every pair can vouch for each other.
Right.
Alright, we all split up. What were the groups again?
Yep.
Jen and I explored Storage Closet B.
Eh?
Storage Closet B.
Check it out.
That's what it's called on the map. She mean the map of the Tozu trinket. I activated my trinket and sure enough. See? Storage Closet B. There's also Storage Closet A, Storage Closet C, and Storage Closet D. Those are definitely the rooms we explored.
I see.
In that case, Kai and I must have explored Storage Closet C. I remember it clearly. 2 of us checked the closet above and opposite the one Cassidy searched. According to this map, the only closet to fit those parameters is Storage Closet C.
Correct.
Because I investigated the closet directly next to Damon, so he must have been inside Storage Closet A.
Yeah.
Which leaves Mark and Sean with Storage Closet D. Yeah, that makes sense. Storage closets have been added. Yeah, Damon. Since you're here,
Question.
what's the deal with you in the boiler room?
Huh?
What? And Guy told us the party peeps about Wolfie. He said you two went inside the boiler room.
How?
Heck did you do that for? You were supposed to check out the storage closet.
No.
You're not casting suspicion on me, are you?
Yeah.
No way. So, as Gus is concerned, everyone is innocent until proven otherwise. I investigated the storage closet with Kai. Just didn't find anything inside.
Anyway.
Although, we did hear someone run down the hall.
Am I hearing you right?
For real. Man, unlucky. All that work for nothing. What's the plan now? Do we just, go back outside? Let's check out how the people next door are doing. Pat, pat, pat. Huh? Suddenly, I heard frantic footsteps echoing from the hallway outside.
Doubt it.
Good, I don't remember any footsteps.
It's the truth.
I do.
Really?
Huh? Hey, but did you really? I heard them while Grace and I were investigating the storage room next to yours.
However,
Just brushed it off as my imagination, though.
F.
Plus, me and Jets must have been talking over them. Were those footsteps the reason you entered the boiler room, Damon? It's Damon, and yes. They came from the direction of that room, so I wanted to see what the person was running from.
For real?
Fully, really? But it just chased after the footsteps. I mean, entering the boiler room after something like that, once got a murderer was hiding inside? What I actually discovered wasn't much better. True, true. Whose footsteps could those have been? I don't know why anyone would be running around those spooky hallways let alone in the dark. Yes, or maybe they're also looking for a backup generator.
That's not important.
I doubt it's that innocent, considering the place this person ran away from was the crime scene. Those footsteps were probably the killers. I mean, fresh off committing the murder.
Right.
Fresh off the murder. Or a bit after, depending on what time we went downstairs. Either way, whether it was immediately after the murder or not, for a brief moment the only thing separating us from Wolfgang's killer were the storage room walls. That's creepy to think about. Footsteps have been added. Thus, bits by bits, the mystery slowly unravels.
My genius is
Only to
almost
thank
frightening.
me. She's all in a day's work. She didn't even do anything.
Interesting.
Map says this is Storage Closet B.
Right.
Right. Closet Cassie and Jet explored.
Look,
You see that?
Eh?
See what? Box in the corner over there. Look. Confused, I turned to where she was pointing. And this is... I think I know what it is.
Yeah.
A generator, right? The one you were referring to during the blackout?
correct.
Yeah, exactly. Since I've explored these rooms before, I knew one of them had a backup generator.
That's...
This closet had the backup generator. Wouldn't that mean the ones who restored the power
Thinking.
of Cassie and Jet were the only people who entered this room? And they're the people who brought the power back. Yeah, I'm surprised those two actually knew how to navigate a generator. Okay. Seems to be all there is in this closet. Okay. Next storage closet. I mean, next storage closet. Okay, this is storage closet A.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look around. So we began to inspect the shelves. The glint of something shiny caught my eye. Huh? Ava, look. There's a rolling pin here, and handprints on it, too. Oh,
Strange.
interesting. What are you implying? That someone used this recently, and not for its intended purpose.
I know.
Look, can you see how the handprints are at the base of the pin? You aren't rolling much dough if you're wielding this thing like a tennis racket, are you? Pin is also really dusty. If it came from the kitchen, it would be clean like the other utensils there. Yeah, agreed. Not only that...
Jeez.
Right, there's a dent on the pin, too.
Uh,
Really? On the end opposite to the handprints, can you see it?
weird.
Yeah, I can see that. Handprints in a dent. That's definitely not a coincidence.
Focus.
This pin has something to do with that mark we found on Wolfgang's neck. If it was used to knock him out, it would not only explain the dent on the pin, but the bruises on Wolfgang's neck. How did it make its way into this closet, though?
Huh?
What do you mean? How did the pin make its way into the closet after the killer used it? Oh,
There must be something.
I mean, for the footsteps Kai and I heard were the killers, they probably chucked the pin in here on their way out.
Absolutely not.
No, that's not what happened.
Huh?
Huh? The killer entered the closet and hid the rolling pin.
Listen to me.
Grace and I would have seen them. Hap, of course. She and Grace were investigating this closet at the time. The killer placed the pin in here before any of us came downstairs.
Save it.
Or out in the hallway, why didn't we? They used that as their chance to escape. She's right about that, too. Could this pin really be unrelated? It lines up so well with the other evidence.
Moving on.
Okay, I don't think there's anything else to this room. Let's keep investigating. One moment. She's speaking nonsense. Next, she's totally coherent. I don't think I'll ever understand this girl. We can leave. Next, storage closet.
Look.
Class D. Yeah, Mark and Jane explored this one. Let's see what we find in here. Is there anything weird about this room?
That's...
I think I see something behind this pile of boxes. So now my tiptoes get a better look and...
Jeez.
Ah, so they really are here.
Well,
What's here? Extension cords, a whole bunch of them.
strange.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, these definitely are the same type of cord I saw in the boiler room. The only difference is these still have their other half intact. Huh. The internal plugs are pretty slim compared to the other kinds of cords. The fact that the cords match the ones in the boiler room means the killer had been rummaging through these closets for equipment. For what reason they needed the cord, I have no idea, but this was still a step in the right direction. The extension cord's been added, or updated. There's a box of cords, nothing else but this room stands out to me.
So,
You want to move on?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Let's leave. This is the one we explored. This was the closet Kai and I explored. It's hard to get a good look at its content in the dark, but seeing it now,
I see.
there doesn't seem to be anything important here. I think we can move on. Okay. We looked through all the
So-
closets. Did you find everything you needed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Rolling pin and sacrosanct cords, there's no doubt their relevance to this case. At least based on what I've investigated so far.
Anyway.
Here we go. Let's go upstairs and collect some more testimonies.
where?
Finally. Yep, we're sure. Let's head upstairs. Get these testimonies. Zava and I emerged from the basement on the lookout for anything which could aid us in our investigation. Right in front of us, a flustered Eloise was huddled with her back to the wall. Standing next to her...
Yeah,
sup you guys. I want to lower your voices around here. Some stuff has happened.
What could it be?
Is something wrong?
Hmm.
Sorry, Lois had a bit of a frightening experience recently.
You think?
Think we all have.
No kidding.
Well, yeah, the scene downstairs is bad, but I'm talking about something else. Yeah, I have to tell you, after we tried going inside Wolfgang's room to look for clues. But the moment we stepped in, she suddenly pounced on me. She dragged me out and Desmond ran after us. Emma? I haven't been able to get my heart to stop beating so quickly since.
Huh?
Hold on, this she you're referring to.
Shit.
Yeah, it's Grace. Oh yeah, Grace was her name. She's been guarding Wolfgang's dorm ever since she kicked us out. Grace was blocking access to Wolfgang's dorm? What the hell?
Hmm?
Can't let her bar us from entering his room. The class tower could start at any moment. So I tried telling everyone else, but they pretty much gave up. Jen and Mark went to the dining hall. Diana went to the laundry room. The Shoko and Ingrid went to the courtyard. Lois and I, though, we're not gonna let this slide. We gotta get inside that dorm room. So we've been brainstorming other ways to approach Grace.
Think about it this way.
We've landed on something. Forming a brief inquisition. Inquisition? Grace doesn't want to cooperate, so we'll start badgering her with questions. Poke at her ego until it eventually retreats.
Safety first.
If you want, you can join us. A debater must be good at dishing verbal beatdowns, yeah? I did come here to inspect Wolfgang's dorm, so I might as well. If that's the case,
I'm out.
I'll go to the dining hall and ask Jen and Mark for their testimonies.
Eh?
You're not coming along.
Where?
Grace isn't someone I'd like to be around right now. You three can handle her. Something tells me she's just afraid of her talent being mocked.
Right.
Now sweat. Have fun with Jen and Mark.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Ava left in the direction of the laundromat, hurriedly taking the long route to the dining hall. Should we approach Grace then?
Totally.
Yeah. It's not wasting any time.
Okay.
Right, okay. Do you want to take the lead, Damon? Oh, sure. I wasn't going to admit it either to their faces, but their plan seemed pretty half-baked. Not because I was going to face off with Grace, but because she was too. How could a bumbling person like her be of any help in a verbal showdown? If anything, she'll probably make us look uncoordinated. So I'll have to do most of the heavy lifting here. Since Grace was going Wolfgang's dorm, she should be right around the corner. Wrong corner. This way. Don't you two yuppers get it, you're not coming in.
Don't get it mixed
Hang
up.
on, we're not here for that. Damon just wanted to ask you a question.
Back off.
He isn't coming in either.
Jeez.
Why not? I need to investigate Wolfgang's storm room.
Soybean.
Back off, Soybean. This room is none of your business. Except it is. I have to search his last known whereabouts, which include his dorm room by default.
See that?
If I said I've done the job for you,
Come again?
that's in you've searched the room. High and low, you wanna know what I found? Nothing. Best believe that we needed to see ourselves.
Oi!
Think I'm lying?
Just saying.
There's a chance you could be, unfortunately.
Eh?
Eh? Think about it. You haven't given us any reason to believe you. Someone who's got nothing to hide wouldn't be acting so protective right now, you know? It gives the impression there's something you really don't want us to see.
Anyway.
Also, can this be considered breaking the rules? Tosu wanted this game to be fair, but being prevented from searching every room doesn't seem very fair.
Don't test me.
Even if this isn't, what are you gonna do about it? Offer it to Tosu. Huh?
You.
Huh?
Makes sense.
Nice idea. We say we look for him now. Tozu agrees that it's sabotage. You might call Mara to help. Oi, it's not sabotage. I'm not hiding anything about the murder. Don't try to get me involved.
Uh-huh.
Just never mentioned Wolfgang's murder.
Anyway.
Look, just let us into the room. If you're telling the truth, we'll drop our suspicions.
Gotta stay one step
The reality
ahead.
of the situation is we've had invaded Wolfgang's privacy if you want to know what happened to him. You wouldn't want to investigate our dorms if... He would want to investigate our dorms if there was anyone else who died. But... Go on to quickly ban them and deny that message. Grace stood there silently, gritting her teeth. Then she stepped away from the door.
Okay.
Phew. Sweet, thanks, Grace. With sighs of relief, we entered Wolfgang's dorm. Let's see what we've got. Whoa! Fancy! So this was Wolfgang's dorm. Well, some of my expectations were correct. Of this room still surprised me. I anticipated the layout resembling my dorms and the decor reflecting his talent. What I didn't anticipate was how messy it was. Well, maybe not messy, just really casual. A room that had clearly been well lived in.
Oi, you.
Don't move things around while you're inspecting them. I want to keep the room as is. To be honest, I'm not sure why I was even surprised. Clothes were scattered across the room, including a familiar-looking woman's jacket. Nothing about them looks suspicious. What else do we've got? Boom, 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 boom. 4 things. A large toy bear adorned the bed. Something tells me this didn't belong in the room originally. Aloys was kneeling on the floor, sorting through Wolfgang's bedside ottoman with a serious look on her face.
Hi.
Hey, can we talk for a second?
Give me a moment.
Okay. She closed the ottoman and stood up, now wearing the same nervous expression she always did. There's something wrong. I wanted to know where your whereabouts during Wolfgang's murder. Oh. The murder happened. I was with Desmond in the courtyard.
Eh?
Huh? The courtyard? Yes. You can ask Desmond to confirm if you're confused. No, I'm fine.
It's simple.
Let me just ask this. What were you doing during the blackout? The blackout? Yeah, you did experience it, right?
That's not...
No, I don't think there was ever a blackout. We were only alerted to the murder because of Tosu's announcement.
I see.
I see. So my theory was right. If Nona never experienced the blackout in the tree room and Aloys never experienced it in the courtyard, both those buildings must be connected to an entirely different power source. Blackout has been updated. What's up, Damon?
Hi.
Hey, can you check something out for me?
Easy enough.
In here or
That's not it.
in the boiler room? I found a taser gun in there.
Are you for real?
You can't tell if it's been fired or not. I don't think it has, but I want to know for sure because if I'm wrong and this taser gun was used, it might clue us into the nature of Wolfgang's death.
No kidding.
What we're talking about is that big of a deal, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, since you're skilled at using guns, I figured.
All good.
No sweat. I'll see to it once I'm done here. Thanks for the heads up, Damon. Okay. Now we just gotta talk to her.
Ugh.
We're not here for that, my ass.
Hi.
Hey. Normally she'd be meeting my eyes.
Quit it.
Now you suspect me, I can tell by the look on your face. But I don't know anything about his death. Honestly, with the chemical reaction stuff alone, I'm kind of suspecting Ava. And like Ava's trying to pin the blame on Grace. To be in the dark like everyone else about a person she was so close to. Damn it, get a grip on yourself, Damon. Grace can claim to know nothing about the murder. What about everything before it?
Anyway.
Sorry to rumor you became Wolfgang's new bunk buddy. Shroom seems to confirm that. How was he this morning? Grumpy, happy, sick.
Eh?
Huh? We planned to go to the game tournament. But when he woke up with an ache in his stomach. An actual ache or faked? He woke up sick. You're telling me the truth on Wolfgang planning to attend the tournament.
That's not it.
I used to say the opposite yesterday. Admittedly, I'm also a little hesitant about attending. Not sure if I will have the time for it. From what I remember, Wolfgang said he'd be too busy to attend the tournament. More like he wants another round at the pachinko machine. Gambling!
Watch and learn.
I would know I interrogated him after breakfast.
No.
What? That's seriously what he meant?
Yeah, okay.
No. So, that's probably his father's error, is a gambling addiction. That could be it. Uh-huh. So I told him, hey, no, let's do the tournament. It was a bit finicky at first, typical for a soybean, but he eventually caved. Wolfgang was a pachinko player. I'm not sure I can believe that. Then again, some of the paraphernalia in this room look neither golf nor law related.
Okay.
Alright, so based on what you're saying, Wolfgang agreed to attend the tournament yesterday. However, come this morning, Wolfgang remembered the pirate was attending, so he suggested I track down that guy and partner with him instead.
Right.
Alright, because you need to bring a partner to the tournament. Wolfgang, he knew I was miffed about it. Smile says that much. I walked out of the door anyway.
Dumbass.
Wolfgang said he was too sick to get out of bed, so I walked away. Wolfgang really had been bedridden. How did he wind up in the boiler room? Either he didn't come of his own volition, or he was never sick to begin with. By the look on her face, I could tell Grace realized the same. With all that said, it wasn't like Wolfgang to hide anything. The guy who was so gung-ho about honesty, you think he would have confided in the person he's closest to. The letter I find inside his blazer pocket really have something to do with this. The bottom page, yada yada yada, we literally just saw this not too long ago. Only a few words were legible, though I can be gleaned from them. For example, that mention of a secret. Did the rest of the note elaborate on it, or was it word alone enough to scare Wolfgang? Maybe he wanted to shield Grace from information even he couldn't handle. Maybe he simply didn't want her to know. Whatever the reason, Wolfgang Akira deliberately hid information from someone. Ironic, huh? Grace's testimony had been added. Oh? That's all I could find. Why was Grace so antsy about people entering? There didn't seem to be anything suspicious lying around here. Except her shirt on the floor. In any case, since I'm done here, I should head to the dining hall. I'm pretty sure that's where Ava said she was going. As soon as I entered the room, Ava walked over to me.
Hello.
Hello. I just finished talking to everyone here. Anything important?
Rage.
Nothing important. I don't think Jet and Mark are taking this seriously. This might end like the mock trial where only a couple of people know what they're doing. Does she really think so? Oh, that information definitely didn't bode well for me. I couldn't afford to be discouraged by it. Unless I want to die in this game. See if I can make those two talk.
Thanks.
Good luck. Mark had returned to his position by the equipment.
Hi.
Hey, Desmond and Lois told me you plan to investigate Wolfgang's storm. Grace isn't guarding it anymore, so you can go inside now. Let me guess, you don't want to investigate?
It's nothing.
I just came here to make sure my interface wasn't damaged. This investigation could spell the difference between life and death. His priority was his stupid music equipment. Don't you think it looks suspicious what you're doing?
What?
Huh? I heard people are already giving Grace the side-eye for being uncooperative. What might they say if they find out you've ditched the investigation?
Slow down.
Whoa, hold on. Jack called out to us from the other side of the room and ran over. Can't you see Broski isn't feeling well? Give the guy some space.
That's not important.
I don't care, I'm working on a time limit. Who are you to talk anyway? You? Judging by the look on Broski's face whenever you guys are together,
It's simple.
out of everyone here, I think you'd know the least about personal space. What? No way! Sure, Mike might not talk a whole lot, but if he wasn't having fun, do you really think we'd be hanging out so much?
Broski's always stick
Go on,
together.
Broski, back me up here. Time. Uh-huh. What time did the murder happen?
That's...
9:35 a.m. Check this. He pointed to a small digital clock at the top of the music pad. Huh. Oh, so they just never changed this prior. Okay. This is the time of the murder. It was like this when I came back here. I think the clock got screwed over by the blackout. So now it's frozen on whatever it was displaying before it lost power. And that confirms my suspicions. Blackout, by association, destruction of the generator, occurred at the time of Wolfgang's murder. The clock had been added.
My man.
No scoring, bro. You hit the jackpot. Just because I was here with you, huh? Jeez, this was getting hard to watch. Shit. Why didn't Tozer fix Blackout himself and the maintenance of this place seriously out of responsibility?
Not okay!
Fridge and pantry are restocked every day, though, huh? Can't things just be consistent? Whining aside, he made a good point. Why didn't Tozu fix the Blackout? Think back on his spiel from earlier. The tablet's information has been divulged in such a way that both killer and Swallows have equal chance to succeed, yada yada yada. Did Tozu abstain from fixing the Blackout because it was important to the killer? He could easily make their escape if no one could see anything.
Wait.
But yeah, damn, since you're here, I've been thinking really hard about those footsteps we heard
Come again?
when we were in the storage closet.
No, seriously.
Yeah, they were soft, right? Like the person was wearing socks.
I see.
Now that you mention it, it did sound like socks on a hard floor. A lot of things to be right about. It has to be this.
Eh?
What do you mean?
Man.
I mean, I think the killer just wears shoes. Think about it. The sound of something like heels would be pretty distinct, right? What about sneakers? They get really squeaky on smooth floors. And?
Don't say that.
What I'm saying is, you could totally figure out the shoe from the sound it makes. And if you know what shoes the killer had on, you could just look for the person with a matching pair. But socks? Anyone could be wearing socks. The person probably removed their shoes for that reason.
This sucks.
Yeah, just our luck. Footsteps got updated. That is big info, though. The fact that they were smart enough to know to remove those, As he has spent a lot of time doing this, must have said we didn't finish the round. First time people have a get-together, and they're interrupted by a murder. Thinking back on it, the game tournament and the murder happened really close to each other. The former began at 9, while the latter occurred at 9:35. That's within the same hour. Take another look at this whiteboard. Yeah, I can see why the killer chose to attack so soon. 8 potential witnesses, all situated in one place, two preoccupied with video games. To notice the world around them. There couldn't be a more perfect time to strike. Tournament timeline been added.
Yeah.
Is it me or is there something funky about this place?
Come again?
What? I don't know, man. Everything feels kinda off. I can't taste why though, and it's bugging the crap out of me. Sounded like he just felt uncomfortable being here. I guess I can't blame him. With the turn things have taken, the tension and excitement of the tournament is all but a distant memory. This room is now a reminder Wolfgang died right under our noses. What else is there? What else is there, actually? Everything's green. Wait, the kitchen itself? Let's skim through the kitchen, just in case. Looking inside the cabinets, there didn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary. Except, this knife block had a knife missing from it. Surprise, surprise. For a kitchen knife to go missing at the same time a knife was found floating in the boiler room's water. That can't be a coincidence. Missing knife has been updated. Oh my, would you look at the time. I dare say we ought to get this show started soon. How does 20 minutes from now sound? Great, great. Please continue to investigate until then. See you later. What? There's only 20 minutes until the trial. Damon. Huh? Jeez, how did she keep scaring me? The investigation's almost ordered. We need to find the other 3 and hear their testimonies.
That...
The other 3?
As I was saying...
Shoko, Ingrid, and Diana.
Please.
Alright, calm down. Desmond said they were in the courtyard, right?
I'm talking.
And Diane is in the laundry room. Then let's talk to Diane first, since the laundry room is in the same building. In the meantime, don't panic, okay?
Can't you see?
I'm not panicking. She said that she motioned for me to follow her out over to the door. Eva might deny it, but the anxiety which had been bubbling up inside her was clearly starting to boil over. Though, with how fast my own heart was beating, I guess she's not alone. Are you sure you want to leave? Yes. Laundry room's all the way over on the other end of the building. Alright, Desmond's telling the truth, then Diana should be in here. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Diana was standing with her back pressed up against the walls, arms wrapped around herself in a tight embrace. She's in even worse shape than before. Anna, I need to ask you a question. Please give me a moment. It's been kind of tough.
No.
Investigation is going to end really soon. We can't wait. Okay, sorry. Where were you during the blackout?
Oh.
Oh. Blackout, before the body was discovered. I was just in my room, alone, doing my makeup. Don't have any makeup on, though. I was experimenting with new combinations, so I wiped it all off already.
I see.
So you were alone in your room the entire morning?
Hmm.
Yeah, I just wasn't feeling up to it.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm feeling a little sick all of a sudden. Do you mind if I go back to my dorm? I've asked all the questions I wanted to. Thanks.
So,
Do you think she was acting weird at all?
That's...
No weirder than the others. Anyways, since we got testimony, we can go to the other two.
where?
I'll bring her into the Shoki or still in the courtyard. We won't know unless we see for ourselves. Alright, let's go. Yes, I'm sure we want to leave. And we can get going. So she go in and grade her retreat on the bandstand. Large girl was comforting the small girl, a complete hitter in her face behind the fan. Sup?
Hello?
Hey, have either of you been investigating? Investigating? Shiko lowered her fan to reveal a pair of puffy eyes. I don't know. What are you expecting me to do?
Seriously?
To look for clues? Clues?
Impossible!
How am I meant to do that? It's not like I've had to solve a murder before, you know. My hands have been a bit full, so no luck finding any clues. I can see why.
Moving on.
Okay, well, did you at least notice anything suspicious this morning? Could be a person acting odd or a strange sound. That's what most real-life testimonies talk about anyway.
Think this through.
Person acting odd. Maybe not at the time, but looking back, definitely seemed a little strange. Do you want to tell them, Toshiko? Okay, fine. This morning I saw Wolfgang.
Huh?
When did you see him? In the dorm hallway on my way back from the pharmacy. A dorm hallway? Says I was about to enter my room. Saw Wolfgang leave his. Oh, Wolfgang. A coincidence running into each other like this. You're already on your way to the tournament, Miss Kayura. It's rather early. Of course not. A professional like myself knows better than to attend some silly party. Alright, my apologies. About you, are you going to the tournament? That's correct, I'm going to the tournament. Just heading to the laundry room right now. There's a batch of clothes I accidentally left behind in there.
That's...
Wolfgang said he was going to attend the tournament.
Strange.
Yesterday he told everyone he was too busy to attend. I assumed he changed his mind. I have no reason to question him. I heard bits and pieces of the conversation from inside my dorm. The whole thing couldn't have lasted longer than a minute.
Bit complicated.
Sheik and I are bunk buddies, by the way. Thought I'd mention that in case Damon didn't know. Okay, thanks. Anyway, when I heard what Wolfie said, my first thought was, leftover clothes? I don't remember any leftover clothes. But I figured I must have been misremembering. What with my aching head and all.
Eh?
Aching head. So multiple people aren't feeling good. That's interesting. I was suffering a terrible headache this morning. Couldn't even see 2 steps in front of me, let alone get up from my bed. That's why I had gone to the pharmacy. I was hoping to procure some medication for Ingrid. Interesting! My poison theory could actually be true. It was like a mass poisoning. Not my past moment on me. I knew I could trust Trishiko with the job.
So,
You know what time the interaction with Wolfgang happened? 10 past 8, I think.
How should I put it?
Conversation happened just a little after the morning announcement. That I can tell you with confidence. Yes. 10 past would make sense. The announcement initially played. I was just about to leave the pharmacy. Then she was already inside the pharmacy by 8 a.m. So, Wolfgang, he looked totally fine when you saw him?
sure.
Yes, that seemed alright. Huh, doesn't that call into question what Grace told me earlier? Either Grace lied to me about Wolfgang calling in sick, or she was telling the truth. And Wolfgang just got outed as a liar. I can probably deduce an answer if I know what time Grace left Wolfgang's dorm. If she left before 8:10, then she would have already been out of the picture by the time Wolfgang made his move. Hence why she only remembers him in bed. However, she left after 8:10 a.m., and she would have been there for Wolfgang's encounter with Toshiko. It's when she lied about Wolfgang being bedridden during the period of time she was in his dorm. Anyhow, she never gave me a time. The fetch quest has been added. What else happened after Toshiko saw Wolfgang? That blackout show gave us a spook. Toshiko and I decided to stay where we were until the lights turned on. Though we did watch you and your buddies pass by.
Eh?
You saw that?
How should I put it?
Heard it first, then took a peek. I would have said something, but I wasn't feeling my usual self, so we watched you up until you all went down the stairs. That must have been how you found the crime scene, right? Yeah, that's right.
Too much for me.
Such a terrible sight. I can't believe someone here may actually be behind it. Let's just hope we can solve it. And that's... Alright, everyone, now it's time. Please drop whatever it is you're doing and proceed over to the Tree of Ignorance. Don't make me wait too long, otherwise you'll be in for a shocking surprise. Oh, goodness, because your trinkets can zap you. Anyway, just gotta move on. It's time.
Fingers crossed.
You two go on ahead so she can all catch up.
Listen to me.
Okay, let us go, Damon. Right. Ava and I made for a short trek to the room with the tree. Once there, we waited for the others to arrive. Eventually, everyone had showed up. So how are you guys feeling?
Beats me.
Words won't do it justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty bad.
I can't tell you how I feel when I don't even know what I feel. I'd rather we save the talking for the trial. Just a few moments' time, we're going to be down there. Down there, in the trial room, fighting for survival, saying only our words. Damn it, Damon, get a grip already. Before the door in the tree opens, I need to ask Desmond if he had any new information about the taser gun.
Hi.
Hey. Hey. His voice was steady, but his eyes kept darting around the room. Did you check the taser?
Right.
Right, I did. Any findings?
Hmm.
Just one. The gun's blast doors were missing.
Huh?
Blast what?
Eh?
Huh? All of a sudden, the ground... Oh no, not again. Hold on to something, everyone.
The tree of knowledge, a symbol of sentience, intuition, and understanding, exists here only as a barren replica. The tree of ignorance emulates the world of nature, but does not achieve it. And justly so, for ignorance often aspires to be seen as wisdom.
Damn it.
Shit.
Well, guess we gotta cut this conversation short. I'll explain everything during the trial. Let's not keep the goat guy waiting.
Holy!
Ah, man, this is really happening. We're so screwed. We're totally gonna die.
It is how it is.
You go in expecting to fail. Chances are you will.
Game over, man! Game
I'm
over!
gonna think of failure even more because you said that.
Hold your horses.
Look at it this way. Who are the cards more stacked against? 14 people working together to solve a murder, one person trying to lead everyone else astray.
Are we ready?
If anyone's in for a struggle, it ain't the group of 14.
Do you think?
You can make a good point. Statistically, the odds are in our favor here.
It'll be okay.
Exactly. Luck will be on our side.
No, it's not.
If luck was on our side, we wouldn't be in a killing game to start with. I say something first before we go.
Oh,
Oh, what is it? It's a message for the killer.
what did you say?
A message for the killer? Person here who killed Wolfgang. Whoever you are, can you please step forward? Huh?
I want to help.
We don't have to do this class trial. You can just find it in yourself to step forward and bring this whole thing to an end already. And please. Despite Diana's pleas, no one came forward.
Come on.
Someone's determined enough to commit murder, they wouldn't back down because of one person's pleas. This is well on the subject. I also got a message for the killer.
Dumbass!
Don't forget that punishment fits the crime, asshole. Enjoy the fucking death penalty. Grace spat out those words and disappeared into the opening of the tree.
Can I go now?
Resigned.
Slow down.
Yo, broski, wait up.
One by one, people began to follow suit. I guess if it's time to go. We knew where the stairs would take us, where the elevator afterward would deliver us. Everything beyond that was shrouded in uncertainty. There was no mock trial awaiting us, no Fox murder designed to waste our time with a stupid mystery. This was undoubtedly real. Come on, Damon. Get a hold of yourself already. Taking a deep breath, I approached the opening. Hiccups. Opening in the tree. And descended into the darkness. It was the same. Same elevator, the same slow churning of metal, and the echoing sound of clunky machinery. And yet, something was different. Someone was gone. Someone I never held in high regards, who was still a person nevertheless. A person with feelings, a person with aspirations, a person with a family. A person I will never hear speak again. Not a single word. Am I ready for this? Was what I did during the investigation the best I could have done? Will it be enough to carry me through this trial? Will it be enough to lead me to Wolfgang's killer? I won't know until I do it. Until I face this trial head on. There's no way I can place my faith in the other people here. There's no way they'll come to the correct conclusion. Our survival depends on me. The elevator began to slow, snapping me back to reality. I adjusted my tie and stood up tall, and when movement stopped completely, the doors in front of us opened.
Rise and shine.
Somebody call an ambulance. I think I've got a case of deja vu.
Isn't this lovely?
It feels like only yesterday we were playing detectives with the corpse of a crime scene. Oh, how insignificant and chipper so many of you used to be.
How interesting.
After all, the black forth of our simple whodunit ministry. Truly curious what today's trial will yield.
Yeah,
Just to remind myself, our names are on the podiums, right?
You good to start, are we?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And your podium, just look to where your name is written.
The show.
Come on now, hop to it. I'm so excited I can barely wait a second longer.
I really don't want to do
Oh,
this. You
crud!
gotta do as he said, though otherwise the enforcer lady might get mad. Knowing we were powerless to disobey Tozu, we began to disperse and locate our podiums.
Hey,
It's just okay, everyone. We work together, we can do this.
we can't give up.
Right, guys, if we work together, we can solve this case. So come on, let's do this, for Wolfgang. Though her words elicited nods from the other students, the expressions on their face told a different story. It's the expression I couldn't help but feel conflicted over, in a moment where I shouldn't have been focusing on my feelings. Expression of unmistakable fear. For days now I've been angry over the mock trial. Angry at how much people resented me for telling the truth, how they twisted my words and assumed my intentions. Angry. But that didn't mean I wanted to be right. I would have been happy for reality to prove me wrong, for no one to buckle under the pressure of the killing game. But good endings like that only exist in stories. Reality was apathetic to what we wanted. The events of today proved we were at its mercy. So I stood there at my podium, conflicted. To think this tragedy could have been avoided had people just listened to me. But who was it to encourage everyone to turn on me? Who was it that encouraged everyone to trust each other? If Wolfgang hadn't been so naive, if he just told people to protect themselves rather than each other, then maybe he would still be here. Regardless, I can't let myself be consumed by the what-ifs. Although the others may have failed at preventing Wolfgang's murder, I, at the very least, can solve it. I'll uncover this killer. Let them face the consequences of their actions. I'll solve this case and survive. And with that, we will be moving on to some Runeterra. Sorry, I completely blanked on what it was called. Oh, and there are trinkets. Fuck. That's, fun. We will be moving on to some Runeterra, because I did want to do a couple runs tonight, just because it is, because I want to just run a little bit because the new Hass came out and I want to be grinding that. So I would be just hopping over to that, getting that set up real quick, because it should just be a couple button presses more than anything. Give me a moment. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. I'll probably be doing like an actual Runeterra stream next week. So we're probably just going to do a couple runs tonight, just so I can get a feel for things. But it won't be too terribly long. Yeah, that looks good. First, let's open my vault. Platinums, old, and a champion. I don't mind as much. I more care about the wild cards more than anything else. In the store, I care about... That's cool. I care about... not done yet. Sad. It was a long investigation. I'll just leave it at that. So I was non-stop investigating. Anyway. We got play followers, attack which attach allies. That's going to be annoying. But we're just going to hop into this. I will explain how the people play as we play through them. Just because I feel like that's going to be easier. Who should I run with? I could do Nautilus. So I'm not too worried about Azir's deck with Deep. Should go for some good XP. But what are you up to, Neko? Let's just first start with power. Allies have overwhelms, always great. Foes sea monsters have fearsome. That could be worrisome. So basically, Azir's deck is all about summoning sand soldiers. And a special mechanic that is specifically special to all Shuriman, which is where he's from, units, which is this Sun Disk. When you restore Sun Disk, your deck changes, I believe, and it will... My level 2 Ascended Ally, so when I level them up, become level 3. And the big thing with Azir's deck is he has a thing where... I don't have it yet. I don't have the thing yet, but there's a upgrade where your allied champion will be counted as Shuriman, or as Ascended. As a ally that could be Ascended. So his whole deck is just summon as many units as possible and get this counting down to 0. So you can get that tier 3 stage. So all his things are going to have fearsome.
You would give me the allegiance of your city. You have given us something to believe in.
Let's do this. So I'm okay with him staying alive. Put that one there. I could summon 2 sand soldiers. Which I think I will.
My decree.
Just attack as much as possible.
Vessel small, but she ain't lacking courage. Arise.
Get more of our soldiers out.
Water.
And that's how his deck runs. Just swarm your enemies as much as possible.
They cheer on me. Our legacy is eternal.
We're at 18 of 45. Honestly, the attached ally is probably going to be easier. Because I just recently unlocked Yumi. I could probably do some grinding with it. With her. I probably want this for my soldiers. So we have people we are kind of looking for, because I don't have that upgrade. We're looking for Shurimans. So, none of these. Teimo's could be fun for that puff caps. This could be interesting. This would be really good. Actually, this would be really good. Because I have a lot of units that die. Let's do this. Because I'm not too worried about the... I'm not too worried for early game. As long as our late game is good... we want to keep that because Sun Disk progression. We're hoping for a Azir draw. Which we did not get.
Give them something to
So let's just start going our deck forward.
What a shame for you.
Get rid of his unit. Another? I think I should do this. Get spell shield on that so they can't do anything to it, right? Yeah. I'm gonna play safe. They trade, I'm fine with that.
We must tell our stories, lest they be forgotten.
Our clock counts down,
Ease your worries.
I'll protect the villages.
which I am fine with. I will let this resolve. I will just put the 1 mana in my reserve. There he is.
The waters flow once more.
They won't it.
Is reborn.
Oh,
When life returned, we knew you had too.
let's get rid of your positive keywords, shall we? So we do more damage to you, so you don't get those mana gem benefits.
Shurima, your emperor has returned.
Our city is in your care, and you in ours. To the streets! Show them the might of our army!
Shows of power excite
Yeah,
people
that
in
makes
Quella.
sense. Let's do that. I summon, that buffs it. Yeah, okay.
Stand down. They cheer our name. Our legacy is eternal.
Alright, we're almost there actually. We might be able to get this. This could be good. Yeah, 4 costs that summons the Chargers. Let's do that. Summon draw spell, that could be good. Putting Fearsome on you, I mean, that would waste a 3-power unit. Yes. Do some damage to the Nexus for free. We got Salvage, which is okay. The Gold Chest, which could be useful. Or the Champion. I think we're taking the Champion Vessel. Especially since I can't guarantee my Champion's first turn. I feel like getting items on them is going to be important. Especially if I can get the one that lets them come in my go in my hand in the first turn. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Azir. I play that next turn.
Lives forever.
I learned my
What a shame for you! Watch me!
I don't care if you survive damage.
Arise.
my first scar.
So you have 1 HP left. I could probably do more than enough damage at some point.
The winter's claw
The
struck.
ground shudders. The beasts come. Sedition. Faithless creature.
I take the less here. Sure, he goes down to 2 HP, but I have tricks. I can do this. Summon the Rockhopper. They summon anything, it becomes vulnerable.
I've got this.
I play Illusion.
I learned my scars.
Play this.
Part of something more. Together, you are children of Shurima.
Do this. Put you on him. Because a boarding party will knock it down to 7. Or knock it down to 6 regardless. There's our Azir level 1. For summoning, we need to do 12 more things. Or
I'll take everything.
3. Because I forget he has a thing for when he gets the Sun Disc. Or when he levels up, the Sun Disc goes down.
My first scar.
And a lot of our allies have already died. Play that.
In the field, you call me commander.
And I will do this for Tier 3.
You call me commander.
Now he does something unique when you hit Tier 3. He changes your whole deck completely.
Destiny awaits.
My whole deck is now the
Don't duck on my account.
Emperor's deck, which is a completely different deck, completely different but stronger cards.
This fight.
Let's rally. Let's just win this.
Witness his arise.
And that's GG. But yeah, that's his whole thing, is you want to get that Emperor's deck. It does make your deck smaller. Basically, it puts you at a 20-card deck. From what I've heard, there is a level up later. I haven't looked at his level up, but later on there's a level up that basically lets you have your deck an infinite amount of times. This could be good. Let's put Tough on his ear. I would like to keep him alive as long as possible. When foes summon a unit, they get 1/1. Worrisome, but not entirely terrifying. We keep our Senna. We didn't get our Azir. Top deck the Azir? Sad. If I did that, that would have been hilarious.
Sun's beneath me and winds behind me.
Boom.
Don't get in my way.
Boom. Oh wow.
Watch me.
So both these are weak. Let's put one on you, put one on you. That is already doing pretty phenomenally. That's down to 19. I can play this, get this down quite a bit. I'm going to do this turn, though. Because it's not attacking anyway. So I think just preparing.
Our future in one symbol.
We feast tonight, Varg.
And that would be an additional... That would be a unit that dies for Lucian.
Their flesh.
So now I'm at 2 units instead of the 1 I would have had. Even though it doesn't matter. Because I just have good early game. That's the big thing about Runeterra. If you have good early game building, late game becomes non-worrisome. Everything has Overwhelm already, so I wouldn't want that. I think I would do Chimes for his ear. You come here. Adaptation is always a blast. Nexus Strike, draw 1. Alright, don't let them strike our Nexus. Which is probably going to be tough. Because usually when they have a Nexus Strike thing, I actually like this hand. Usually when they have that condition, that means they have a lot of elusive units.
You need not follow, but you will witness.
Pablo's been dazed. You got caught.
Okay.
Me.
Oh, he has regen. That's huge.
It is time.
Azir with regen, that just means he's gonna be alive for a while. Okay. Next turn I probably want to do Rock Hopper.
I deal in coins and carnage.
Let's do a Rock Hopper. Get the double. Okay. I pass.
I shoot.
Let's do that, because he can definitely hit over. Give it 1/1. Also, I just realized Rock Hopper has Zoe's voice. Interesting. Advancing the Sun Disk more could be good.
You would give me the allegiance of your city.
You have given us something to believe in.
To me!
Let's do that to summon it. That puts us at 8. I attack. That puts us at... Or, it's at 9. Now it's at 10. I believe that's lethal. Anyway. Okay, I'm getting his ears so far. This deck is pretty common sense. You just play stuff and you'll be fine. Do I take the champion thing? Oh, copy that. Yes, more. That's gonna make our Sun Disc go so far. Spell Shield on Azir. Because Lucian kinda has a wanting to die condition with the Senna card. Just cast spells and end by what? Yes, please. Another champion item. Sure. Take the mana gem. I don't care. I'm just going to kill you so fast or you're not going to get much benefit. Except that I'm attacking first for this, but we drop 3 because if I don't get what I'm looking for, I have that. Both have 3. Let's do you first.
What will you have?
Because that's gonna get hit by that anyway.
If it's made of sand, I can write.
I can do that. You are vulnerable, so we put you on Lucian. You have Augmented and Brash. Got it. Play Senna here.
They're as good as dead.
You're adorable when you're angry.
We hope for the Azir. No, but that's useful. We do it at the end. So now I can do something like this and get rid of it. The unit's dead. It's attack turn, which worries me. But that is a Lucian level up. How's a Senna died?
Burn away the shadow.
It just made a mistake. Because it can't block both. There we go.
Put to rest.
Okay. See? I wasn't worried. Not worried at the slightest bit. Getting... Well, Lucian augmented it and guaranteeing tech every time. Because it won't have a tech... Oh, there we go. Game start on Azir. Perfect. Give me a quick second, gotta do some stuff. There we go, set my TikToks so we don't lose streak. But now that I get Azir in my first hand guarantee, I think this is GG. I don't think I can easily lose here. Especially if this is my open. Hold on. Hold on. They're attacking. So I play defense this first turn. You play Azir.
Men die, but Shurima lives forever.
Regen. This turn we play this.
The drumming of hooves fills
We're about to get a lot of units out at once. That is 2. Because of this. It can do what it wants.
in Shurima's name.
So that is a lot of its health gone at once. One more good turn. I play this on our next attack turn.
Get the trash! Eat the trash!
Let's do this.
Sun's beneath me and winds behind me.
I am fine with that.
My board!
They toss, they heal on. I got it. I'm going deep.
Danger.
Ooh, elusive on Lucian. That is wonderful. Let's do this.
Too damn soon.
It dies for Lucian. I play this turn.
Emperor, you taught me to command the
I have this power to and we Sharima.
I just attack with everything and win.
Arise.
That's 1, which is that. That is 2, which is that. Which pushes Azir to level 3.
Come. My destiny awaits.
from the sands! No, no, no!
We'll do that. Yeah, now I had 12 cards left in my deck. So if I wasn't careful, I would have been way more likely to deck out. That is some good XP though. 985, almost 1,000. That is a level to level 6 plus our relic, which puts him at level 16. Now that I've learned how his deck is, I think I know what to put on him. Champion level ups. Okay, what do we get? Sandstorm has Chalice of Harmony, Voice of Risen has Speed Warp. Quicksand has a mana potion, so that's a 2 cost. And Eternal Gladiator has Stalker Blade. Interesting to see that his deck has multiple things getting upgrades per level. That doesn't happen much. A revive slot and another relic slot. Our Soothsayer has Studded Letter, that's nice. General Palace has Tapped Treasure. When has that ever appeared? Oh, that's probably something in the Emperor's deck. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's upgrading one thing from the normal deck and one thing from the Emperor's deck. That makes sense. Shifting Sand has Mana Potion, making that a 5 cost. It's nice. Golden Heralds has Ninja Tabi. That's good. Rock Hopper has Giant Spelt. Loves that. Emery's Prosperity has... Oop, oop. Fixed. Emperor Prosperity has Unstable Formula. That's disgusting. Okay, so I want to put... something with summons. If I can put... I think he doesn't have any elusive targeting, so we probably should do that. And summons check the weakest enemy. That could be good. For our common, I think I would want... I feel like Quinzus would be good. No, Warmogs for regen. Having that on him would be really good. Okay, level 20 is what we're looking for. We're looking at... Ooh, interesting. So we're basically trying to create an infinite. Yay! I has been booped. Yeah. So that should be good. Let's go to the pass. The first message on YouTube has been said. A Tark. Get a wild fragment. And a vault. We will run one more. We'll do one more run. So we have another character. We have this guy. The Poro King. Puts snacks on him. Some extra XP. You know what? I'm not worried. We'll just read. We'll just play. We'll do the same thing. We'll go Bully Nautilus. Get that champion XP. Each round, first time you spend mana on a spell, spawn equals to its cost. Ooh. Yes. Basically, it's all about these little guys, the Poros. Also, I didn't realize I had a special. Okay. Let me read. If allies have 4 unique keywords, grant allies 2/2. If an ally died this round, grant Lucas ally +1/+1. And a random keyword that ally didn't have. When you summon an ally, grant 2 random keywords they don't have. Okay. Play the Lonely Poro. And then the Pouty Poro. Basically, we're going to be killing Poros a lot. That's what I can tell from this deck. There's our big boy. Oh, whoa, that has dragon boons? Sure.
Fresh is worth at least twice as much. Fish out of water.
Okay. And then play that. This turn I played this.
Blood and guts, golden glory.
Give me the stuff! Stuff make happy!
Set the hooks.
You. I have no clue. Heart of the Fluff. Big Boy Poro. Shut! $29.24. Go. Okay. I have no idea what this deck is. We're we're going to make it work. Probably. Grant Poro allies everywhere in Frostbite enemy. Yes. Because we need the slowdown. Who would I take for this? Probably someone like Ash, huh? For that Frostbite. Make it so they can't. Oh yeah, I forgot I have Poro 5, so they count as a Poro. Let's take the shop. I think the Frostbite's going to be important for the sake of needing to clean the board. Starting deck, I like it. Got a little Poro Pal there. I could play that out the gate. I could play 2 of these. Odds are, yeah, it doesn't have anything. Its next turn, it will probably summon a wolf, if I was to guess. So I play you. Yep, there's the wolf. Give all my Poros 1/1 and do that. So basically what I'm seeing is it's all about just playing as many cards that will buff Poros. I have 4. I could play Poro Snack into you. I could play Ash, though. I'm not attacking, so I don't see reason to use Poros. Get rid of our unit with... Fuck. I didn't realize how... Now we could play Ash. We could also play the Poro King. Let's play the Poro King. Fuck. What? I don't care.
Stay back.
Yeah, we're looking good. This next turn we play Ash. Because it counts as a Poro.
The trap is set.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
Get a Poro Snack.
I'm through waiting.
Kill. Frostbite for Ash. So at 2, start of this turn we could Poro Snack. I could get the Poro Ball. If I didn't win. Alright. So I think I get this. I think getting the Ash was the good call. Yes. No. Deal 4 to the enemy if it has 0 power, otherwise Frostbite. Deal 3 to the enemy Nexus. For a 1 cost, that is phenomenal. Get a Fizz. Yes. A Fizz is wonderful. Get 2 husks. Fuck. That's fine. I think I go down here. The Ash is good. We keep you and you. We're looking for a first turn player. Man, if only I could actually, like, benefit from that.
Get the trash! Eat the trash!
Is a slow spell.
You bad!
To do that. Or was it, if an ally died this round, get your weakest ally 1/1 and random keyword that did not have. Got it. So it looks like we actually tried to play for the ball.
So pretty.
Get those dragons on there. That will put My ally gets +1/+1 and lifesteal. Ooh, that's good. This turn we can play Ash. Dang.
I will unite the Freljord. As the arrow flies.
That will frostbite. It has to block one of those two. Firstly, I would have blocked the bigger damage, but I guess she probably wants to keep the unit, now that I think about it. I could do some fun. Then I has that. Sure. My turn. Let's hope for some good 5 cards, shall we? Recall your unit. Oh, yeah, that's a slow spell, ain't it?
When you want a job done.
Do that. Play you. Let's do that. That. All my allies have +4/+4 and rally. Because they don't have a board anymore, I can just attack.
Stand together.
That gets frostbit. It doesn't matter. GG. Just like that.
A new Freljord will rise.
That is a level up condition for the pass. Making that free is disgusting. Just a free frostbite. Win a game at 10 or less health? I don't like that. I mean, I could probably do it with the Portal King. How am I supposed to do that normally, though? Poro's getting bonus, sure. I guess I'm supposed to kind of like self-sabotage. Especially in a scenario like this where it would put me at below that health level. Yes. That's a beautiful starting hand. So I have to wait until I have lethal to do this plan.
They're out there. I'll spot them. Ready the torches.
This land is ours.
Let's do that. Get some Poros in hand. It's got some Poros. That would put me at 10. I think I don't want to do that quite yet. I want to get myself in a winning position first, before I get down to the 10 HP needed.
I will unite the Freljord.
You die here, Queen Ash.
Avarosans, stand together.
Look out for
Freeze you.
Ready the torches.
Our Ash has lifesteal, which I hate, so I'm trying to lose HP. Oh, hi, Alex. Just got back from Graveyard Shift and Taco Thursday dinner. You're fine. I get it. I don't have anything to counter that. That's gonna be bad.
Lead the target.
This. Yes! We're actually about to go into the Clash Trial.
Light the signal fire.
At the start next stream. So we're probably aiming to end it next stream. Okay, I think we're in our win. Survived for the game actually since the show for it. You like the premise? Yeah! I heard Knuckles playing a new car game. Yeah, I'm excited for it to play it. I'm in the winning position. I think I need to play for some damage though. Let's take these.
Prove your worth.
Mow. The Sejuani having regen's annoying. That was a burst spell. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. Let's do this. Frostbite you. Do that. Summon you. So I now need Sejuani to hit for 7 damage on their next attack. Play the Fizz.
What's theirs is ours.
I hope it attacks. I will block as much of it as I can. Sure. Sure. May do something like this. Fizz is the one with. That, so let's do that. Play Fizz on you. Take that. Frostbite you. Let's get 3 random Poros, the bonus.
Show them our teeth.
That is GG. That is first one. Also, this is Teamfight Tactics. No, this one is Legends of Runeterra. Teamfight Tactics is the auto chess battler. This is the Hearthstone-like one, where it's a card playing. So that's one. I think I could do it again with Nautilus. My summon you capture the strongest enemy. I mean, the Poro King just will never die because of the Poro snacks. It's definitely something I can do. I always have Overwhelm. That will make life a lot easier. It needs to deal 10 damage at any one point in time. Take away you. I have my first turn. Cards. Ash early on is going to be beneficial. Just first turn I attack, I do this. You guys should try getting into Pokemon TCG since you play in TCG League. Firework has once again dominated over time. What? No. Let's not attack. I'd rather not lose a Poro. Yeah, basically this is Hearthstone lore. You get 2 Dragon Boons. If a big enemy goes, we're crushing this. I will let it do damage. Because in exchange this turn...
All the world on one arrow.
Oh boy, okay, and so it begins. Return with no Activision Texas, which means it isn't pay to win and wasn't made under abusive work conditions. Correct!
Show
Goes there. Yeah, pretty much. You're right.
Protector.
I alone stand against the abyss.
You'll forward to you. I hope Riot Games does have toxic work culture. I don't think it does. From what I know, it doesn't. Currently doesn't. Yeah, I think we're fine. I needed to deal 3 damage to me. The goal is to not do lethal.
Avarosans, stand together.
I don't think so.
So basically our goal is just do as much damage as possible and let them do damage on their end. So they need to deal 3 damage to me. I need to survive just 3 damage. It is easy enough. Let's get rid of their biggest damage dealer. Come on, attack once. Well, I will let you have the one because I need it. Then next turn, I can attack for lethal.
Nobody likes soggy Teemo!
Swiftly now.
And nice amount of damage. There we go, that is objective. I'm just playing at a disadvantage now because I got lower health. I think I can still manage though. Thank for the hearts, Neko. Create a fleeting copy. That could be fun. Oh no. Plundering Poro. Get those keywords. Next objective is kill 4+ units or play fleeting cards. I could definitely do the 4+ units. That could be doable. Play fleeting cards, though. That could also be doable. Cost 1 less for each card you have before this. Yes! Make your weakest enemy vulnerable. That will combo nicely into trying to kill. I don't want them to get mana gems. Because this is definitely a class that I have to do a little bit of work prior. Got one of my Poros. Hopefully we get another one cost. If not, that's fine. Actually, I'd like this hand. Turn 1, I play this and whatever it summons. Turn 2. Let's do that. Do that. And do that.
Vessel's small, but she ain't lacking courage.
Next turn we can play Ash.
Here's a big one.
Faster than my arrow? I think not. Lead the target.
That is fine. Let's see, we got 5. So, we play the Poro to steal. Can attack 3. What's the landlord? It's the landlord. They want me to help fix the security system. Yikes. That's not fun. Slaughtered. They're 7 away from deep. I need to get a move on for our damage. Play you. I have 2 of these. I can do some damage. You'll be lurking. You're good. Hopefully everything's good. We kill this. They're deep, but I have lethal. So we boom. Says I was dropping flames. Have fun, not Hearthstone. Oh, with Hearthstone with how plays win. Dodge replacement. Game. Yep, game, and take care. See you over at Neko's when you show up. Do I want anything from here? No. This I'll take, though. Let's get max health. Let's try to win this. Not sure if we can, but we'll definitely be trying. Maybe. You're good. You're good. I'll swap you out. Okay. I like this opening hand. Boom. Oh yeah, because I drew you. Block. Boom. That was a kill. Okay, now we're starting to drop frames. Come on. Oh. Okay. Let's just quickly win this then. No stalling.
Danger pays. Fish out of water. Better than eating.
I think we'll just end it here because Neko went live, so my frames are gone. So I guess I'll do it, and until next time, bye.